What's good, everybody? SRT Dave back with another video for you guys. It's literally 8 in the morning right now. I got right up and picked up the camera because I got to change my brakes today. But it's been like 100 degrees the past couple days and I haven't had a good time to do these with work and everything. Right now it is Sunday morning, 8 a.m. like I said, so we're about to get these brakes changed. We're going to do pads and we're going to do rotors today. So I'm going to show you guys what set I went with. Alright, so as you guys can see, I went with the Powerstop Z26 brake pads and rotors. We're just going to do the fronts because that's all I need right now. We'll figure out the backs later. Let's just unbox these real quick. Got a nice little sticker. That's the break-in instructions, which is very important to do. We're definitely going to do that at the end. So you got the hardware here with new pins. Got some brake grease, and then you got pads. I don't want to pull them out because I'm going to rip the plastic right now. Yeah, we got the Z26 pads, carbon fiber ceramic pads. Those things are actually huge. Like, compared to my hand, those things are huge. I'll show you guys the rotors. I already opened these up yesterday. Drilled and slotted rotors. These things are massive. This whole entire box is literally like 60 pounds. I did not expect it to be this heavy. But yeah, so that's the front. Brakes, rotors, pads, hardware. Really, they really sent you everything that you need. My whole room looks like a car part shop. Look, I got the next big performance mod for the car right there. Not going to tell you guys what that is. You have to stay tuned for the video. We got mad mods coming in, guys. So I hope you're excited for that. Powerstop sends a full installation guide too, with all the instructions that you need. Flip this open. It's got all the instructions that you need in order to do this job yourself. I went with the Powerstop kit because I heard a lot of people say that it has less brake dust, and that's a big thing with the Brembo brakes. You guys all know that it's mad brake dust in the front. The rims get coated, you know, after like literally a couple seconds of driving. Hopefully these pads help with that problem. I also heard good things about them, how there's not a lot of squeak with these compared to like the Brembos, so we're just going to give it a try. I heard good things, so why not try it? I got the kit off Amazon. I can drop the part number and the link in the description, so yeah, you guys can see the exact kit that I bought. With that being said, I'm going to go outside, get all set up, jack the car up because that's the first step, and then I'll get with you guys after that. Alright guys, we just got the pads out the side here. We pushed the pins out. As you can see, I just used a hammer and a little screwdriver. I pushed the pins through these two little holes there, and then this clamp will break free and you'll be able to pull the pads out right from there. Look at these pads, bro. There was literally nothing left. Scraping actual metal. Alright guys. Unfortunately, I didn't end up picking the camera back up earlier because a bunch of things went down and it ended up being a longer process than I thought. It was like 100 degrees outside and I really just didn't feel like filming, so sorry about that. I was too focused on trying to get my brakes done. I don't know even if the previous owner changed the brakes ever because I bought it with 30k miles, so I want to hope they did. When I was in there, like the bolts were really stuck tight. I didn't really film a lot of the process or any of it at all actually, so sorry about that. But I did want to come on here and kind of talk to you guys about the Powerstop Z26 kit. The install was fine. You know, I put the grease on the pads when I threw them in. It was pretty simple, besides the little couple hiccups that I went through just because of my car being old and bolts were a little older and stuff like that. But the install itself was pretty straightforward. I did the break-in process. The brakes feel good. Check out my Instagram. I posted a picture of what the new rotor looks like, and it looks pretty good. But I did notice one thing when I was doing these brakes. I need new tires. I took the front two tires off and I noticed that the cord was showing. I had no idea. I knew that I needed tires because it's been, you know, about 2 years since I replaced the tires, but they were Continental all season, so I didn't really expect them to wear that fast. But being that I drive a pretty decent ways for work every day, I figured, you know, I would need tires sooner or later. I need to get new front tires, but I also was going to swap out the wheels on this car eventually anyway, so I think I might be buying my wheels a little bit early. Probably going to buy the front wheels now because I need front tires, and do front rims, front tires, and my front brakes are already done. And get the front end squared away, and then we'll get the back end squared away little by little. Yeah, that's pretty much what I realized from doing this brake job. In terms of the kit itself, I kind of just went really off topic there. In terms of the kit itself though, no complaints so far. I'll be sure to update you guys if I have problems or if stuff starts to go wrong. I took it for a test drive already. Everything feels good. I'm going to probably do another little cruise tonight just to make sure that everything's cool. But like I said, my tires are pretty bad, so I'm not going to be driving the car a lot. Yo, what's up guys? Right now it's Friday, a week later from when I last picked up the camera. But as you guys know, I explained that my tires were insanely bald when I took them off to do the brake job. Yeah, it's a week later now. My new tires finally came in. I haven't even driven the car in the past week. The tires were too bad to even drive. I'm going to be going on vacation and taking the car on a little road trip, so I definitely needed to get these new front tires. I haven't given this thing any love in the past week. So today we're about to take it out for a little drive over to the tire shop to get these new tires put on. You guys aren't going to be able to see the cord on the tires right now because there's like no clearance to see, but I'm going to see if I can get a video of it at the tire shop so you guys can see what the cord looks like. For those of you that don't know, the cord is essentially like once you burn the tire out so much and all the tread wears down, there's cord that's underneath of the tread and that starts to show, and shortly after that cord shows, your tire has a great chance of getting popped. So once you see that cord, you really don't want to drive high speeds on the tires, just in the event that something could occur and something very bad. That's why my car's been sitting. I drive the highway to work, and I do not want to risk getting into any issues with a pop tire or anything. That'll just cause so much more trouble and problems with the build that I definitely don't need right now. Alright guys, here's a cold start of the car after a week of not driving it. My remote start's also broken, so I'm going to have to start it with the key. I got to get that figured out too. Sitting here waiting for my tires to get put on, and I got nothing else to do, so I figured why not just talk to you guys for a little bit, give you guys some updates. As you saw in the earlier video, brakes were done on the car, the front brakes, and I did the break-in procedure and everything. I had to bleed the brakes because I ended up taking the wrong bolts off the calipers. I don't think I mentioned that earlier, but that was one of the issues I ran into because I was an idiot and didn't research before I did it. So yeah, I ended up taking the wrong two bolts out, which caused me to leak brake fluid. Then I needed to bleed the brake lines and do that whole entire thing, and it just caused a whole bunch of annoyance for me and just a whole bunch of hassle that I wasn't expecting, which is why the video wasn't really filmed as much as I wanted to do. And yeah, that's besides the point though. Everything's good now. So I ordered my tires. I didn't want to get expensive tires because I don't know how long I'm keeping this wheel set up. I want to get new wheels to go along with some of the power mods that are coming for the car. Definitely want to get new wheels. Tired of these Hellcat reps. I just wanted to get some tires to drive around on the car currently with this setup. So if you guys want to buy my setup I have now, I'll definitely sell it to you. So hit me up. I'm thinking about going with some Forged Stars because I like the way they look. Forged Stars are a type of weld, obviously not a beadlock. But those are the two brands I'm considering right now for my wheel setup. I'm waiting right now for the tires to get put back on. Like I said, I'm going on a little road trip, so I got to get the car cleaned up. I might take the back seats out just to fit stuff in the back. I got a lot of stuff to do today. I'm working on getting a daily, probably a truck. So definitely stay tuned for videos to come. I know I've been saying that for a couple videos now, but I'm just trying to find the perfect truck. I'm looking at a couple 2500s, but mostly Ram 1500s. But yeah, I'll definitely talk more about that in the video that I make when I get the truck. Looking at a couple of them, just gotta pick one out, and you guys will obviously see that when that happens. I need a daily driver, and in the future I needed something to tow my race car when it becomes a race car. That's kind of where we're at right now. I'm just going to hang out here. The tire should be done soon. They said it was a pretty quick turnaround time. I'm just going to hang out here and I'll show you guys the car with the tires on it when it's done. That's probably going to do it for this video. Stay tuned for the next one for sure. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's SRT Dave, and I'm out.